has a mountain and a half to climb. John Higgins 1 away from victory, leading here in Belfast by 3 frames to 0.
Thank you. 4th frame. Paul Davison to break.
Well, Paul Davison has run into a player in a glorious form here. John Higgins 3-0 up. He's had breaks of 71, 70 and 107.
Well, good pace on the cue ball. Might just be able to free the black here, play the snooker. Well, with that red down in the balk area there, difficult to play the safety.
There's the referee, Robert Zablocki, who of course will be keeping an eye on this if it is to be a stalemate.
It's touch and ball.
Well, touch and ball called. He might just play the cue ball in behind the black. He's a little bit wary of leaving that red by the balk line. Doesn't want to allow Higgins to see that red. He could play safe off it. Got to be careful not to leave the red onto the right corner, though. And that's pretty good. Awkward cueing. Whichever red he plays. Now can Higgins clip this red into the middle pocket? He's had a good look at it. Wasn't easy, especially with all the right-hand side on the cue ball to avoid the red. So, a chance for Paul Davison.
It is a chance, but this must be a bit like running in front of a moving train. You just feel if you stumble, you're going to be completely run over. Yes, dead right. Can't afford to miss. Got
got to try and keep everything simple.
We saw earlier, didn't we, Joe Perry wasn't playing at his best against Tataru Santos, but he missed, and after a couple of frames he realised he wasn't going to be punished. But this is a completely different story.
Well, I'm not sure if the red
6.
next to the black will go. If it does, he's played an excellent shot there. That's the only red that can get him to the black. Yeah, good shot.
7.
And well thought out. Could have played for easier reds than that one. It could so easily have gone wrong. But now he's in with a good chance.
$14. $15.
Would have liked to have just clipped those two reds and developed them, but still okay.
$22. $23.
Just about got the right side of the blue. Well, I'm sure he would have liked to have seen that cue ball closer to this red. These are difficult pots. Again, they look easy, but he's left himself slightly hampered by the blue. But even if he wasn't, still not an easy pot, this. Nicely played.
29.
Although he has left it short on the blue this time round. The yellow could be in the way if he tries to come in and out of balk. Just looking at if he just drops the blue in, leaves the cue ball mid-distance for this red to the right corner. If he can leave it fairly straight, that would be okay, but if the cue ball's going into the cluster, well, it all depends what kind of an angle he's got on this red. If he can just drop it in,
34.
not too bad, but he hasn't quite got the angle. So this could go wrong. Yeah, he tried to create the angle and didn't
Davison,
quite have the
34.
angle just to drop the red in for the black. Played it thicker. But I don't think he's done any damage. I don't think he's left John Higgins with a chance. So he just got that little bit of luck there that he needed, Paul.
Problem is, though, even though he didn't leave a pot on, you don't want John Higgins coming back to the table really in any capacity at the moment.
So could this be the shot that Higgins has been looking for?
Well, he's 5 out of 7 for long potting in the match.
And let me tell you, viewers, that that's pretty good. But hasn't got that one. So another half chance this for Paul Davison. Thin cut to the right corner. Good pot. Needs that cue ball to bounce. And nicely on the brown. It just depends what kind of an angle he's got on the brown as to whether he can get to the reds again. Again, he didn't play that one particularly well.
5.
If he played for the red to the left of the pink, he just got a little bit too much pace in the cue ball. If he played for the red above the black and to the left, he's a little shorter pace. Oh, he caught the other red first.
Foul. Paul Davison 5.
And
John
again
Higgins
he goes in off. He's so unfortunate. A little harder and he'd have been nicely on that red below the black. It was the kiss on the blue that did for him, really. Well, didn't miss that long pot. And he's nicely on the blue with that little flick on the pink.
Higgins has his chance to win. Frame of match.
Yes, and those two reds just below the pink
6.
were in unpottable positions, but he's left himself an angle on this red to bring them into play.
Yeah.
Well, if John Higgins does win, as seems likely at some point, he'll be in our studio, and if you use the hashtag #HomeNations on Twitter, you can pose him your questions. That's hashtag #HomeNations.
just came a little too far for that red directly above the black.
7.
Nicely on the black. Or pink. Just under hit that one slightly.
14.
Wanted to be straighter on the red.
$15. $20.
Well, again, this is a very confident shot he's playing here, because he's nicely on the red above the black, but hasn't got the angle to bring those two reds into play. So taking the more difficult red. Again, made it
21.
look easy. Slightly hampered by that red, hence the cue ball not coming straight enough on this red
28.
to the right corner. But he's going to be bringing those two reds into play. And played it hard
29.
enough to bring that red back off the cushion again. If the red has gone in an unpottable position there just above the pink, he's been very unfortunate. Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball there to bring it round for this red below the pink.
33.
And now just checking to see if the red will go into that left middle. Whatever happens, he's going to need the difficult yellow.
$34.
Now we'll soon find out if this red goes to the middle. He thinks it does. And if he thinks it does, it's good enough for me.
41.
Well, I'm sure Paul Davison is thinking yellow now is really his only hope.
$42.
Well, this last red, not in the best position. Has the angle to try and drop him behind it for the middle or the corner. He's not on it, so Davison will be coming back to the table, barring doubles.
48.
He leads by 13.
John Higgins, 48.
It's not quite a snooker.
No, but he'll be sending the red towards that right corner. Yes, it's one of those times where when you could see the red, it was a disadvantage because it was going towards that right corner pocket, and the kiss on the yellow is an absolute disaster for Paul.
Could not have gone worse. Simple as that.
1.
I mean, it was a tough draw anyway. As I say, a few weeks ago when the draw came out, to play John Higgins first round, but to play John Higgins off the back of 2 big title wins. His only hope, I guess, was that Higgins would be tired and maybe not as focused as he could be, but
6.
Not a bit of that. He's looked exactly the same as he did in the final 2 days ago in Coventry.
In fact, he looks the exact opposite. He looks sharp.
8.
Although that wasn't a good shot he's played there.
Yeah, still needs the green. He's 21 in front, so still needs this green.
Well, that was the worst shot he's played so far. Yellow to green there. And he's left himself a real nasty one. But right in the middle of the pocket. Never touched the sides.
It just sums up how well he's been playing, doesn't it, last couple of weeks? What a cracking shot to win it. Barring snookers. 1 needed.
John Higgins 11.
Yes, not over yet, but what a cracking green that was from Higgins. And here it is again. Look, right in the centre of the pocket. Just short of pace. He had the line. John could play the cue ball in behind the black here. Might be a little risky to take the pot on. And that's what's called keeping the pressure on.
And Paul Davison knows that he needs 1 snooker, but potentially might have to lay 10 before he gets the penalty points. Well, surely that is now it in terms of this match. Well, they call John Higgins the Wizard of Wishaw, and in recent times he's cast a spell on the world of snooker with some truly magical play, and it's continuing here in Belfast.
9.
In the last 2 tournaments he's won £300,000, a 70 for the winner here on Sunday, and he's got to be the man to beat.
15.
He's playing superbly, some of the best sustained snooker of his whole career, and there's a whitewash win for the Scot. John Higgins safely into the 2nd round. The great form continues for him. He's beaten Paul Davison here in Belfast by 4 frames to 0.